Welcome back to our channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, your time. Thank you for your continued support. Guys, subscribe to our channel if you haven't, turn on the bell so you do not miss a new upload. How are we doing today? Welcome our new members to the old ones. God bless you. As you're supporting us in this channel, may the Lord support you in everything you lay your hands. Amen. Okay, guys, to the news in details. Here is Støp Umahi lying through his teeth that there was only one attack in Ebonyi state. You're going to hear that yourself. And that people are trying to incite war in Ebonyi state. Honestly, I do not know why these governors that are so shameless, they see the truth, but they keep hiding the truth. And after Ebubago was formed recently, but still, there was still another attack. You are going to hear that by yourself. Guys, please do not leave without subscribing and turning on the bell so you do not miss more upload. I will see us on my next video. Please watch.
Security outfit is not able to protect our people. But if your own security outfit is to cut the family between us and other tribes, in this country, which will lead to insecurity of the lives of our people living, elsewhere in this country. We still into that, and that's what we're fighting. And we keep fighting that, and we have no apologies for that.
So how are you, because I mean, it would seem that you're making reference to some of the videos that we have seen of men alleged to be of the Eastern Security Network going into bushes and burning the huts of people who look like herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen more specifically. Now, so for some people, it's a bit tricky because in many parts of the country, a number of these regional security outfits started as a result of incursion, perceived incursion from other parts, maybe not of the country, but maybe from outside of the country as well, causing problems in your villages. So you heard a governor saying we're going to, people should leave the forests. Now, we saw some movement in the southeast about that same period, but nothing came out of it. And then we saw Eastern Security Network, and then we saw some of these videos spring up online. Now you have formed Ebubeagụ alongside your fellow governors in the southeast. And there are questions as to how are you going to be able to manage, especially now that because of the vacuum, there was Eastern Security Network. It seems to be doing something there which potentially could cause trouble from what you have said. And then you have that, and then you now have Ebubeagụ. How is all of this going to work? Especially with what has also happened in your own state of Ebonyi, where people have lost their lives as a result of foreign incursion into communities.
I think this kind of feeling is what is, giving life to some of this illegality. For example, I saw that video in the state, and where there is conflict, it is not resolved by conflict. This is very important. If the, farmers had that conflict, which we agree that it's in Southeast, but it's not only in South, it's all over the country. And so we do not allow people to take laws into their hands by killing, cows and killing people. But I have to tell you that the Header farmers crisis, they're not the only security challenges we have in South. We have the issue of, kidnappers. And of late, we have bandits that are now doing a lot of evil and saying that they are, Eastern Security Network. They commit a lot of crimes and say the IPOB. And most of the time, IPOB will come and say, we have no hands in this. We have no hands in that. And so this is what is going on. We do not know which one is which, but we have the command of the law to protect the lives of our people. And we will not allow illegality to thrive in our land. Conflict will not resolve conflict. And whoever is doing whatever anybody is doing or saying, he should know that we governors, we are being very careful to manage conflict in Southeast so as to protect the lives of our people elsewhere. This is very important.
But this is the reality, Your Excellency. I really hate to press on it. This is the reality you currently have in your states, in different states of the Southeast. The question is, how do you intend to manage it? You have formed a new outfit. Another security outfit already exists, illegal as it is. At least that's what you say it is. How do you intend to manage it? Is the work of Ebubeagụ also going to be to manage this illegality, which you say it is?
Of course, you should know that, because how do you manage illegality? You have to bring illegality within the confines of the law. This is the way to manage it.
Well, so in clear terms, if I get you very clearly, the Ebubeagụ has been formed to combat the Eastern Security Network as well as other crimes.
That may be your opinion, but that is not our opinion. Ebubeagụ is to protect the lives and properties of everyone living within Southeast.
To protect them from what? There must be something that has prompted the quick, because you have said that they're already in existence. It would seem that all you had to do was proclaim it. There were already laws which you're going to be relying upon. It has come into existence. What has prompted the hurried formation of this group? That's what I'm asking.
It was never done in a hurry. With the text in the entire nation to start, security outfits. And I told you that we did this, and in our various states we have laws, and they have been operating. And in some states we have two different kinds. Like in Enugu State, I told you we have forest guards, we have also neighborhood watch. In Ebonyi State we have neighborhood watch, and they've been working, and they're working very well. And so what we didn't have, which the committee we put up together, have been working on, is the name and mode of operation and mode of cooperation, and of course a common funding for the programs that is placed at Enugu at our headquarters. That is what is not done. That's what we're going to amend our constitution to accommodate.
Well, what is the thinking about how to ensure that it's not hijacked by politicians? Because you will leave office at some point. All the governors in the Southeast will be out of office. What's that thinking such that it stays as it is informed?
Everyone has to operate within the limits of the law that is in place. So this is, the only, limitations, of what we can call, check and balances to ensure that it's not, taken over by politicians.
The issues that perhaps Your Excellency might want to take on along with your colleagues is that of ownership by the various communities, because just on Twitter now, Olagunji Oladele, for instance, is saying that that all that he has heard so far doesn't help inspire confidence. So now perhaps that also begs the question of how is this Ebubeagụ being communicated to the people in a way that they can take ownership of it, because as you know, nature abhors vacuum.
The problem of this country is that people will leave their problems, and I love them for that, and make your problems their problems, But what some of these people are doing is to incite the Southeast into war, and they will step aside, and we are not going to buy into that. We are not going to be deceived again. We have to manage our faith. Whether it inspires confidence in him or not, it doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that our people will be satisfied with our efforts in protecting their lives and properties. Our people must be very careful, and know that there are grand plans of people who have no interest in Southeast to incite them into war. And we are wiser than that. We will not buy into that.
Now, the killings, the attacks that occurred in your state, for instance, I know you have spoken strongly about it, and you did say when the vice president visited that a solution needed to be found. But not long after that, there was another attack in some other areas. Could you give us an update? What is the current situation now?
Well, the attack we had, the herdsmen attack, was just once, and initially local government. But what people are doing now is that if there is any conflict, it's easier for them to say the herdsmen, and we've come out strongly to debunk that, and we've come out strongly to let them know that some of these things, will not, provide the needed peace that our people need, living outside South. This is very important. We have a conflict in our local government, which is a communal, conflict between two brothers. That has been ongoing, and it has spread over to Benue State, because some of our people are also living in Benue State, And just a few days ago, the long age, land dispute between the Ohuku local government and Agila in Benue State, they came and attacked our people, and a number of people were killed and houses burned, along the border. And it was very easy for people to jump to their Twitters and say that the herdsmen came and attacked us. But one thing that was certain was that the people that came to kill our people, took one of the phones, of the indigenous of our local government. And when we called on the phone, the voice there was definitely not of herdsman's voice. And the man was saying that, the owner of this phone has been killed and that they're going to do more killing as far as, we don't leave that land for them. So, but it has already gone, viral. And I think even the channel reported as such. I hope it's been corrected. So these are some of the conflicts we have, and it's been there for a very long time. I think the conflict in that Ohuku axis has been there for over 50 to 100 years.
So with this latest attack, which came just after the meeting you had with other Southeast governors announcing the commencement of Ebubegu, which you say has commenced already, in the context of that, we've had an attack. And I mean, Ebubegu is meant to be a game changer for security in the region, especially in Ebonyi State. So, we've had an attack. So how much of a game changer will Ebubegu be? In what way could Ebubegu have, maybe prevented such attack? What will the operationalization of Ebubegu look like?
Well, even in the Western world, where you have good civilization, the security aspect there is not been able to totally eliminate crime. It will always be there because, crime can be eliminated if you have one man, one security personnel. This is very important. But the important thing is that for that troubled zone, we have deployed security and they will deploy the Ebubegu there. And we are going to, ensure that such attacks does not happen. And we identify the flashpoints so that we deploy, people there. And for example, that axis, I'm going to be recommending to the Nigerian police a joint effort to build a kind of camp within that forest, which is the buffer zone, and so that future attacks will be prevented. We're also going to be deploying Ebubegu there to be permanent, within that location. These are the kind of things we're doing. Ebubegu can come from, because they all contribute and they're all based in local government. But if one local government is troubled, then Ebubegu will have to move all over the state to rescue, that particular local government.
Well, Your Excellency, you're a leader among leaders in the country, and you naturally be able to speak to some of the bigger issues, so to speak. What is happening in the Southeast in terms of security is not limited to the Southeast, as you well know, as everyone does. But then if you do a simple search online, you will find out that most of the insecurity is usually attributed by security specialists to economic inequalities and the rest of it, unemployment, poverty, and the rest of them. And you also sit at the economic meeting every so often. What would you say is the national plan or national thinking about preventing security as opposed to fighting insecurity as we already have it now?
Well, there are a lot of issues that with around the security matter. There is very high level of unpatriotic acts in the country. There are a lot of people that want to, get to the top, to leadership, by all means. And that isn't happening in Southeast, where they go and they hire bandits who go to bomb police stations and then, kill police people, and they turn out to say that they are IPOP. They are not IPOP. They are just criminals being hired by people to do this. But the truth remains that the country is going into extreme politics. And then it is easier to make money in politics. It's easier to make money blackmailing people. It's easier to make money threatening people. It's easier to make money. And so we have departed from the culture of hard work. And so you blame the president, you blame the governors. No, it is everybody's work. In China, everybody is working. You see, I have been to China several times, and You don't see the aged people on the road. You don't see the young working class on the road. You see school children, going from, from their school back to their homes. So it is important that we depart from this culture of extreme politics and do everything by all means to get to leadership when you don't even have anything to offer. You just want to be a leader, want to be this or that, because there is money there. And people have never managed, 100 million. They want to manage billions. It is difficult. So I would suggest that we should evolve this culture of everybody trying to do something. Have a second or even first address. Let politics be the second address. Before, businessmen had the opportunities of doing contracts. Today, do we still have businessmen doing contracts? Who are the people doing the contracts? These are the problems of the country. It's leadership and also the led. We are all part of the problem. Until we all sit down to agree that we love our country and that, our patriotism is not to our conscience, it's not a, tribe, it's not a, region, but to our nation, this is very important.
All right, then, Your Excellency Dave Umahi, Governor of Ebonyi State and Chairman Southeast Governors Forum, thank you very much indeed for your time this morning.